Can you guys hear me? Testing. 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 So right now we are looking at this crash. We hit a low of $31,600, a little bit of a recovery to 33,000. And yeah, this hurts, especially if you bought right here, like some of us did. But this is just a reminder that there were these two previous peaks, and Bitcoin traded sideways for years after these highs before it finally went all the way up. Now, the question is, how long is this crash going to last? And yeah, it's hard to say. I think if we keep repeating that we'll be okay, I think we'll be okay, right? If we just keep saying it. Um, is this a recovery? What's going on? I think there's like a huge delay. So it seems like there's some resistance though. Yeah, it's at 35,000. So it crashed all the way down to 31,000. That would have been a great buying opportunity. Um, Jeffrey, I think you're my only viewer. So I'm just talking to you now. It's going to be okay. We'll be fine. Um, uh, It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Wait, this live streaming thing is kind of fun though, even though I only have one viewer. Actually, two viewers. I'm watching myself because I'm vain. But yeah, look at this little bounce. We'll get a couple more of these. This could be some support right here. Maybe we'll be okay. I mean, as long as it doesn't fall back to like 20,000, which is when I first started to buy this year, I think like if you are so paper-handed that you would sell because of this crash right here, then you probably didn't understand Bitcoin to begin with. Oh my gosh. Hi, Tom Nash. This is crazy. This is my first time streaming. I have no viewers, but Tom Nash is here. That's crazy. What's up, Tom? Love your videos. Oh, okay, got it. Um, I don't know how to fix that. Um, yes, we're big fans of Tom's DCFs. Tom, what do you think of this current mini crash right now? How do I fix the echo? Oh, got it, got it. Okay. Is this better? Did I fix it? Got it. Um, okay. I think I turned off one of my mics, I think. Testing. Got it. Okay, cool. Oh man, a couple of years. My impatient ass doesn't like to hear that, but I mean, I've been investing for a while, so I know that's sometimes what it takes. That's fine. I think I'm just too I think too many people have too much time on their hands, so it's easy to get impatient when there's nothing else going on in your life. Okay, sweet. All right. I think in my mixer I had two of the audios on. So man, yeah. So let's look at here. Let's look at my watch list. These are all the coins I actually own. How do I get to my watch list? Dang, Ethereum is down 43%. Bitcoin is down 38%. Doge is down to 35%. Doge has actually dropped the least. So this is a Doge is holding strong. I think Doge could be the future, man. Elon really did say a big fuck you to Bitcoin. Whoops, I mean a big fu to Bitcoin. But it seems to have some support at 35,000. Cardano, this is a great buying opportunity for Cardano. Man, I feel some pressure. It's like my two friends and Tom Nash is in the house. Those are my only viewers. Um, you know what? I kind of like Bitcoin Cash too. Yes, he was. Alex did promote you. We're all big fans of your the information you give because it's not it's not emotional if you're looking at the statements. DCF King, that's right. Yeah, so I've actually been let's look at so I've been doing this thing called liquidity mining. I don't you guys just chat. That's awesome. But I'll just show you I'll just say random things while I'm live. Um yeah, that's hilarious. That's awesome. Yeah, I actually Tom, I also I interviewed Alex about this. I don't know if you saw the video, but I'm gonna link it. Let's see, where's my content? Yeah, I interviewed Alex after he was kicked off of Brian Junk's stream. In case you're super bored. But yeah, Alex is a he's a cold-blooded investor, man. No feels. Yeah, yeah. I think in my regular videos I'm still not gonna show my face, but in the live streams I'll show my face. This is kind of a big deal. Now you guys know who I am. I think must have watched it, but yeah, yeah. See that red bar? I already watched it. I watch all your videos, Tom. Um, you know what? I've been a huge crypto bull recently, but or actually for a little bit now, but I have been thinking about this because I did get a lot of comments on my Facebook and on my YouTube videos calling it a Ponzi scheme. And obviously, it's not a Ponzi scheme, but like you said, it does have the people who got in early are going to make a lot of money. So it does have some characteristics of a Ponzi scheme, but it's definitely not. Oh, this is Mike's. Whoops. I saw. No, I must have watched yours too. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. It was on Mike Winnett's page. That's right. Got it. I don't know if I figured out the audio. Yeah, it's definitely not a Ponzi scheme. I'm still very bullish on it long term. I definitely bought some at 62,000. I'm pretty embarrassed. I was like super in the hype. Luckily, I've also been buying all the way up, like since it was 10 to 20,000. I bought a bunch, but my 60 some thousand dollar purchase is pretty dumb in hindsight, and I kind of wanted to start this stream just to like comfort some viewers if they also have done something dumb. But you know, if you understand Bitcoin, it's long term will be okay, but short term, I think we're in for some sleepless nights. Also, because I play with options, I'm definitely hurting regarding like Tesla stuff, and yeah, this hurts. But that's why you really want to diversify your investments, and I'm actually super heavy in Tesla. But when I say diversify, I mean amongst different asset classes. So, all right, no, it's not cringe, man. It's hilarious. I love the prostitute analogy. It's very apt. Oh shoot. All right, guys, I'm gonna be right back. Yeah, for sure. I definitely have some more recent samples I could share. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure. I got into wedding videography in 5 years ago. So I had a regular corporate job right out of college, and I worked that for a while. But I think my passion was really in storytelling, so I started doing it on the side. Um, Eventually, I decided I don't want to sit in front of a desk all day and I want to tell stories. Yeah, so I transitioned into first, I was shooting a lot of YouTube videos for my friends, but then weddings started to pick up. And then eventually, I just started doing that and short commercials. And here we are 5 years later. I've probably shot not like an obscene amount of weddings, but maybe like 60 or 70 at this point. Yeah, so it's been a pretty good, consistent source of income. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Sure. Yeah. Sure. So it depends. If they get my full package, then I will bring four cameras. So the yeah, so I mean I have four cameras. I don't always bring that. If they're just doing like a simple, just if they just want one shooter and just a highlight video, then I can just bring like two. But if they want the full ceremony coverage, I have the capability to do that, and it's just yeah. So I shoot with mainly 60 Mark twos and a Canon EOS RP, all 1080 for now. And yeah, I have all the tripods. I have a gimbal and sound equipment and lights. I think I should have everything you need for a wedding. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I do. I have a nice DJI drone. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Is Are all of your weddings were they 10 hours? Is that uh-huh. Gotcha. That's I've been shooting for so long that that's a little bit low for me. I'm willing to like yeah, I'm willing to like do one or two at that rate, but I would really to work long term, I would probably need a little bit more. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I think I think 90 is fair. Sometimes I charge more, sometimes I charge less, but that is what I have worked out with my other companies. And for my personal company, obviously I charge like a lot more, but there's a lot more responsibility. But I think 90 is yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Sure. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yes. I have a Zoom. I have a bunch of like little Zooms, the H1s, and then also H4n. Yep. Nice. Yeah, it's like the standard, nothing too fancy, but it works. Yeah. Hmm. Nice. Yes, it does feel good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, I like shooting for other people because it's you can get the same satisfaction of meeting a couple and capturing their day, and it's like fun and exciting without all of the other headaches that usually come with dealing with the couple. So yeah, I mean, honestly, that's it. It's like I think if I really wanted to, I could probably build my business a lot more, but it's not the only thing I want to do. So just being able to, yeah, work, and it's not all of the liability or responsibilities on me, even though, I always do a good job, but it's not the full pressure of the whole events on me. Yeah. So I like that. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yes, for sure. Sure. Okay. Sure. Okay. Yeah, same. Same. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, I appreciate you chatting with me and catching up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you. Bye. All right, I'm back, guys. Dang it. That's so annoying. I already rescheduled that once, and like I just lost. I had 6 viewers and I lost everybody. But yeah, Cardano, look at this. It went all the way down to $1.07, and now it's back to $1.61. What the heck? Man, this is all over the place. Yeah, I would put a limit order at $1.07 maybe. Just do that. I I don't think it's gonna crash all the way, guys. What do you guys think? I really think it seems like we have some support. It seems like, oh, so this is my YOLO, my Hoj Finance. Um, yeah. So let's see. Where are we? I'm getting a little lost. Okay, see, Bitcoin seems to have leveled out. 35K. We hit a low of 30,000 per Bitcoin. 24-hour high was 43,000. That's crazy. This is how much Bitcoin can fluctuate in a little bit. All-time high 64,000. Total supply, that's not going to change. Remember, we have a max amount at 22 million. Was that 22 million, I think? Returns 17%, 18% over 24 hours. Actually, seeing this 18%, it doesn't seem as bad as what's actually happening. But yeah, let's check out the past hour. This is going to be a trip. Oh my God. Oh my. Oh my. Hey, look, at least in the past hour, it seems like we're slowly coming back up, right? Yes, Alex, we're having Peking duck tonight. That's gonna be freaking good. 12 hours. Look at that. Oh my gosh, this just dropped down a hole. Holy crap. And guys, I don't know who's viewing right now, but can we get a shout out to Tom Nash, who joined my channel for like a good 10-15 minutes? That was such a pleasant surprise. So whoever's watching, I know it's Alex and maybe two other people. Tom Nash swings by sometimes, so you should definitely come. I don't know how many viewers I have. It says like I have 5. 1. Okay. Anyways, so let's look at this price again. Hoj Finance. Oh, so I'm gonna be releasing a video on liquidity mining. So liquidity mining is actually a way you could hedge your bets, because this gives you passive income. But this app is actually down right now, probably because everything is going crazy. But at some point, so I'm gonna explain liquidity mining, and I actually have like a video that I'm putting out soon. But essentially, liquidity mining is you lend out pairs of coins. And if you are lending out pairs of coins, this lets traders trade within those coins. And it's a lot more volatile, but your returns are a lot higher. So let's look at liquidity mining. So here, this is the DeFi wallet app. And here, I'm just going to look at right here. Look at these APYs. So what you do is you lend a pair. ETH to DFI or BTC to DFI. It doesn't actually have to be DFI. There's plenty of other altcoins that you can liquidity mine with. And this is an outdated picture. This was when it just came out. So if you had added to this pool at the time, you would have gotten a 641% per year APY. So if you invested $100, by the end of the year, if this rate were to maintain, you would get $641 back. If you were to invest $10,000 and this rate were to maintain, you would get $64,100 back. That's crazy. Now, obviously, this rate has not held. Every day since this screenshot was taken, it has dropped. Currently, the rate is around 100%. But that is still insane returns. Now, what's the downside? The downside is when you add in these pairs to liquidity mine, there's something that can happen called impermanence loss. Now, impermanence loss is when one of these pairs drops in value, will cause the other pair, the other partner in the pair, to also drop in value. And that's the risk, meaning your initial investment could fluctuate a lot. You could lose a lot of value. So if I were to deposit Bitcoin and DFI coin together, or DeFi chain coin together, what happened recently, or I'm just going to give an example. So DeFi chain is an altcoin. So if DeFi chain were to drop by 50%, my Bitcoin that I deposited, let's say I deposited 1 Bitcoin, would also drop by not 50%, but maybe 25%. So that's the risk. You can get these insane APYs and returns, but the risk is because your Bitcoin will be paired with an altcoin, the fate of your Bitcoin is dependent on the value of this altcoin. I've been liquidity mining for just about 5 or 6 weeks now, and I've gotten a couple $1,000s back already, and then I put it back into Bitcoin. The return is just high enough at 100% that it makes it worth it for me to do it, but you have to understand the risks. And again, I'm going to walk everybody through that in my latest video that I'm still working on. This is actually going to be a video that it's gonna be more edited and more highly polished, so it's taking a lot of time. And actually right now I should be trading options, so I'm actually going to look at it on my other computer, but I've also just run out of buying power, so that's why I'm just talking right now. But yeah, let's look at, I mean, let me know what you guys want to look at. But so here, let's continue looking at the Hoj. Oh, this is my YOLO Hoj because it's just riding off the Doge train. But let's take a look at Bitcoin again. Bitcoin, we hit a high again of 37,000 and we're back down to 35,000. So again, I feel like there's some support at 35,000, but that's just for today. It's really hard to say. Let's look at the rest of my watch list. Where's my watch list? So these are actually all of the positions I actually own. I have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum. Ethereum I got into you know what? I'm actually just going to share with you guys some of my portfolio. Actually, what's up, Tom? Welcome back. We have Tom Nash in the house again. Welcome back, Tom. I'm so glad you're back. Please guide us. And I was just explaining, yeah, it's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. I was just explaining something called liquidity mining, and I don't know if you've heard of it. Let's see if this website works. Ken from Chicken Genius Singapore actually got me onto it, and I've been trying it for a month, and it's been quite profitable. So you can see here, if you add BTC to DFI, which is what I added to this liquidity pool, you can actually get an APR of 89.41%, which is insane. But the downside is this is paid out in this altcoin called DeFi chain. But here you can see that I actually have earned 270 DeFi chain coin tokens. And then if you convert that to how much money I made, right now the price is, it's not 323, I wish. It's 260. So I've made like, $800 liquidity mining. Yeah, I love Ken. But this is something I'm recommending for my viewers to check out. It's super risky. But with returns of 90, 100%, it could be worth it if you think it's worth it. And it's a way to you can get the DeFi chain coin tokens and you could buy other altcoins and stuff. Even, this is really bad. Like, my net worth is getting slashed by Tesla and also by this, probably by 20, 30%. Bitcoin still got plenty to drop. Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. In the short term, who knows? It could. That is painful, guys. This year, I'm just gonna tell you guys on stream, I've probably put in $80,000 into crypto. Some of it I put in earlier. I'm probably still even because I got into it relatively early, but in the latter half of this bull market, I was also investing. So I'm probably a little bit in the negative now. But luckily, through staking, through liquidity mining, through cost dollar averaging, I think I'll be okay. And at the end of the day, guys, do you believe in Bitcoin or not? That's really the that's the thing, right? If you believe in Bitcoin, this is just a blip in the grand scheme of things. Bitcoin is still, it's not a baby. It's maybe like a toddler or like a kid, like an 8 year old. It still hasn't hit its teenage years, I don't think, where it's really starting to figure itself out. That's just my opinion. I would love to know what you guys think. But that seems to be what a lot of the bulls think as well. That we're still very early. Is my video frozen? Huh? My oh, I didn't know. Yeah, I bought actually this is really embarrassing, guys. I bought over $30,000 worth at 62,000. So I'm definitely holding a big bag. But in my head, the way I justified it was this is cash. This is cash to me. It's not even an investment. This is just a hedge against cash. Um, I also bought some before it was 62,000, a decent amount, but that was dumb. Yes, you got to look long term. I've been invested in the market. I know I look young, but I've been invested in the market since I was 22, 23, basically 10 years. And I miss those times because I just invested and I forgot about it. I never cared about it, get it again. And everything grew. There were ups and downs, but over time it grew a lot. I invested in Tesla when I was 24, 25. Another big holding I had was the company I worked for. Here, I'll show you guys the company I worked for. This is the company I worked for. It was a company called Cognizant. I was an IT consultant, and they gave me stock options. So that means I could buy these shares at 10% off. They weren't wealthy enough to just give me the stock options, but I got it at 10% discount, right about 2013. So 2013 it was like 46, $47, and this became my biggest holding because I'm buying it at a 10% discount. And obviously, if I were to look at it every single day, you can see I maybe lost a little bit of money here, but it went all the way up, and I lost money again, and it went all the way up. But now I'm up. I bought it at 10% discount. It was like probably $40. And over the period of 7 years, I'm up like 50%. Actually, more than that, like 60 or 70%. And this company, I think most people probably don't even know about, but it's just a standard multinational consulting company. And it's up, guys. Like, if I were to be staring at it every day or every month, I probably wouldn't have had a good time with such a big chunk of my net worth tied into it. But this is how the market works. It's just, yeah. All right, let's look back to it. So I'm holding the bag. So the reason I started this stream is to comfort all of you that are holding the bag. I'm definitely holding a very, very big, fat bag. What's up, Roddy the Bear? Welcome, welcome. Yes, I'm live. I usually trade in the morning, but this past month of trading has just been so bloody, and I ran out of margin to trade on. So I just try to figure out how to go live, and just in solidarity, because this is an event, guys. Like, even though we're all losing money, we're losing money together. So hopefully, I hope this doesn't become a reoccurring thing. But the fact that I have 8 people joining me, this is really nice. It's like a silver lining. I think losses bring people together. So, but let me know what you're invested in and what you want me to talk about, because I'm just kind of chilling here. This is also half therapy for me, and yeah, I'm just trying to make a really bad day slightly more positive. But yeah, let's take a look at this watch list again. if I had cash, I really wish I had cash. But I mean, these are some great sales, amazing sales. Assuming you still believe in this, amazing sales. Engine coin down. This is down so much. I bought engine coin at like $2.50. Luckily, I sold a little bit at $2.70. But man, this one is tanking. This is some of the technology that helps support NFTs. Monero. I don't know much about it, but I know a lot of people I trust are invested into it. This is also a really strong long-term play, or so I heard. VeChain, another one that actually, I mean, all of these I'm pretty bullish on. Polkadot. Let's see what has dropped the most. Hoge Finance. My YOLO play has dropped the most. Yep. Bitcoin Cash, Monero, VeChain. Let's look at, you know what? Let's look at Ethereum. I haven't looked at Ethereum in a while. Young, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Why did you retract your message? I'm so curious now. But yeah, today the markets are crashing. So nice. Mick Crayford picked some BTC at around 20K. That's what's up. I also bought some at around 20K, and in hindsight, I should have bought way more. But now, it's still a really good buying opportunity. Super good. Look at that. Look at this fire sale, guys. I say fire sale, but then I have like this big sigh in me. Yeah, Justin O has hundreds. Justin O's still a Bitcoin bull. So, Elon might have talked some shit about Bitcoin, but you have to the world is not just Elon. And I love Elon. And he didn't even say it's not even all bad. He's not saying he didn't sell his Bitcoin, not yet. He's just saying it costs a lot of energy. And that's something we've always known, but he's just pointing it out because it is a valid concern. It's a concern that a lot of his supporters have also brought up. But I think what we need to remember is Kathy Wood is still very bullish on Bitcoin. Justin O, very bullish. Michael Saylor, very bullish. A bunch of people are still very bullish on Bitcoin. So this is not the end by any means. This is just a little blip in the radar, a welcome correction, because this is unsustainable. Actually, no, I'm not looking at this. This it's not updating. This growth right here, I mean, hindsight's 2020, but it couldn't have gone up forever. That's just not how stocks or crypto works. It already had this meteoric rise. It's a little correction right now. Who knows how long it'll take to recover. It's been about an hour now, and it hasn't dropped below 35,000. I think 35,000 might be the new support. Remember, it was around 20,000. 20,000 was kind of the new support. If I was a betting man, I don't think there's any way it would drop below 20,000. That would be a little bit much because the difference between now and then is institutions, is the fact that we have companies like MicroStrategy holding, we have PayPal holding, Tesla still holding. Back then, when it crashed all the way down to these lows, there was no institutions holding. It was all retail investors and some hidden whales. But now there are retail investors. So I think even though it drops, there's a new support. For sure, there's a new support. It's just a question of where is it? Is it at 20,000 or is it at 35,000? And yeah, if you're just in, if you're new here, I bought some Bitcoin at 62,000. So don't feel bad. You can't possibly be holding a bag bigger than mine. But I don't even feel that bad because long term, I mean, I still think Bitcoin is likely going to be at 100,000 within a year. So assuming I believe that, then investing at 60,000 is not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all. If you were to go up even just 50% within the year, that would still make it one of the best investments you could possibly do. And yeah, let's look at some other. Let's see what's happening with the other ones. Cardano. Okay. Cardano actually hit a low and now it's recovered a little bit. Yes, Cake APY is dropping hardcore. That freaking sucks. Yeah, look at this. Cardano hit $1.07. It went all the way up to $1.56. Hit some support at $1.38, and now it's settling around $1.45. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. Let me know how you guys are feeling about all this. I think we'll be okay. You know, we'll see. This is interesting. This is a buying opportunity. I wish I had more cash. I would do anything to just have $35,000 so I could buy one full Bitcoin. That would be amazing. Um, let's look at the news. Let's see if there's any news about what's happening right now. I just Google crypto. Bitcoin plunges below $40,000 as China widens its crypto crackdown. China took, oh, so this is the catalyst. I didn't even know that. I thought it was just generally China was had some fears about Bitcoin. But yeah, let's read this article. This is pretty informative. China and crypto. Let's Google China and crypto and see what's being said. Huh. China bans financial payment institutions from cryptocurrency business. Do you know why this is actually a good thing? Do you know why this is actually a good thing? Because guys, I'm from Taiwan. I have like a Chinese-ish background, but China bans crypto. Doesn't that mean they think crypto is either dangerous or it's a threat to the government? And isn't that the whole point of crypto? It's taking power away from the governments, from the centralized powers that be, and spreading it to the people. So the fact that China, one of the most oppressive governments on earth, has banned crypto is almost them kowtowing or accepting that crypto is indeed a threat to their hold on their people and their financial institutions. You could say they think crypto is potentially unsafe. Maybe there's room for scamming or something. But if anything, this just means crypto is doing its job. And if you really, really understood what Bitcoin is, which I'm sure the powers that be understand what it is, and that's why they've banned it. I don't know if they could stop it, you know? Oh, Conch Tomato. What's up, Conch Tomato? Um, yeah, we're just looking at the Bitcoin market's tank, watching my net worth drop. This is a consolation stream, but okay. I actually didn't know that. I didn't. I started the stream without even knowing the catalyst of what was happening. So that's good. I actually thought like this thing was just residual from like crypto fears, but it's because China has a crypto ban. But China has a lot of exchanges. China's announcement on Tuesday banning financial institutions and payment companies from providing services related to cryptocurrency transactions exacerbated selling. China also warned investors against speculative crypto trading. The crypto markets are currently processing a cascade of news that fuel the bear case for price development, said Ulrich Leik, executive director at crypto hedge fund ARK 36. News like this can get a lot of traction and easily stir market sentiment, but they often prove of little significance in the long term, he added. Some crypto watchers, however, predicted more losses ahead, noting the fall below $40,000 represented a breach of key technical barriers that could trigger more selling. A widespread deleveraging was sweeping through cryptocurrency markets, said Saxo Bank's chief investment officer Steen and Jacobson. Look at these names. Ulrich Leik, Steen and Jacobson. Inflation hedge. Investors may also be exiting Bitcoin for gold. Okay. But Bitcoin is digital gold, guys. This shows the steepest and most sustained liquidation in Bitcoin futures since last October. Traditional hedges have been gaining ground, with gold up almost 6% this month. The recent sell-off in Bitcoin and other digital currencies has sent market capitalization of all cryptocurrencies to $1.7 trillion, down from $2.5 trillion record hit earlier this month. Yeah, yeah. I mean, not China, the government, but Chinese miners, Chinese mines. I think in the news recently there was a mine that here there's a news Chinese mine shut down. Elon mining. Let's look at Elon Musk's tweets. Like, let's just kind of go over what was happening. So Elon had mentioned that one of the reasons why he didn't like Bitcoin was because it was actually too centralized. And he was saying that there was a mine that shut down and it reduced the hash rate significantly. Just one mine. But there's just too much power in too little people's hands. Well, I can't find it, but remember, he's this is not a joke, guys. He actually supports Doge. Let's look at Chinese crypto mining. China's Inner Mongolia powered 8% of all Bitcoin mining. Come on, guys, don't make me pay. Please. Please, I've already lost all my money. Some 75% of the world's mining is done in China, where there is cheap electricity and relatively easy access to manufacturers who make specialized hardware, according to the study. And all of the miners, you buy them, they're produced in China. So even the miners that we use in America are produced from China, just like most things. You can actually order them off Alibaba. I don't know where they're going with this. Unlike most forms of currency issued by a single entity like a central bank, Bitcoin is based on a decentralized network and needs to be mined. This mining on computers uses vast amounts of electricity, especially when conducted on a large scale. We've always known this. This is not new information. Some 75% of the world's mining is done in China. As a result, the nation's Bitcoin carbon footprint is as big as one of its 10 largest cities. Okay, that is pretty big. And this is probably what Elon is worried about. This takes place when Bitcoin transactions recorded on a public ledger called the blockchain are verified by miners. These miners run purpose-built computers to solve complex mathematical puzzles that effectively allow a Bitcoin transaction to happen. Hey, what's up, Isaac Kim? Welcome to this is what is this stream called? Pain. This is the Pain Gang. If you're a Bitcoin investor, this is a very painful day. And we're here in solidarity, but also I'm here to spread hope because this is not the end, right? This can't be the end. If this is the end, I'm fucked. I shouldn't be cussing, but yeah, let me know what you're invested in or what you want me to talk about, and we can take a look. China wants to become environmentally friendly. I doubt China's ban has to do with the environment. But this is something we do have to know, that Bitcoin indeed does cost a lot of energy, but there are plans to make it more sustainable. If we can make all Bitcoin mining be from wind or solar or, whatever energy arbitrage, we can make it net neutral. And to see how much energy Bitcoin uses in a vacuum isn't fair either, because Bitcoin has the power to replace a lot of current financial institutions that have buildings that support people. And people, let's be real, people themselves are the main cause of carbon emissions. And I don't mean like they drive cars that cause carbon emissions. I mean like the maintenance of people, all the food they need, all the water, all the meat they eat. Just keeping one human alive emits so much carbon. So when you have financial institutions that need these buildings powered by electricity, that need to be built, that need to support millions and millions of people just to upkeep this legacy thing, Bitcoin can replace these companies, and it will be much more energy efficient to transact between me and you through Bitcoin versus me, this third entity that has rent, that has air conditioning, that has employees, that files taxes, all of these energy expenditures. Me and you just through code, Bitcoin is as green as can be when you compare it to what it can replace. Dang, did you buy ETH at the top, man? At 3,000? Yeah, I got lucky with ETH. I bought ETH. Most of my ETH I bought at like 300. But I also definitely sold Bitcoin when it was like 15, 20,000. So that almost canceled it out. And then I bought some Bitcoin back at 62,000. So yeah. Everything's bleeding. Bitcoin's bleeding. So, yeah. Damn, bro. Don't worry. We'll be okay. Look, if you believe in cryptocurrency, we're fine. We're fine. This is just a little blip. It's just a little blip. It's just a little blip. I think if I keep saying it, I'll believe it. Yeah. I think it's still going to grow to 10K. There's no reason why it won't grow to 10K. But obviously, we all wish we had some cash to buy it at the 2000s. Um, yeah, there's so much hype, dude. I mean, I was right there with you. That's why, I mean, I think if we can learn anything from this, it's that you just want to buy as early as you can. So if you don't have any investments, today would be the day. Nobody can predict that this would happen. I mean, some people could predict, but nobody has a crystal ball. They can't see the future. So the best thing you can do is to buy early and hold for a long time. I mean, it's just a little blip. Yeah, yeah, quote me on that. Quote me on that. But it has to be a long enough time scale. If you're expecting to get rich in 1 year, that's not gonna happen. Oh my gosh, that looks aggressive. But that'd be a pretty fun roller coaster, right? I would pay money for this roller coaster. I have paid money for this roller coaster. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's crazy. Yes. So here, I'll this is my watch list. Actually, where am I going? I'm lost. This is my first time streaming, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm definitely gonna upgrade this stream and be a little bit smoother next time. Here's my watch list: Isaac Kim, Bitcoin, Ethereum, a little bit of Tether, Doge, Cardano. I'm still very bullish on. Maybe put a limit order at $1.10. That's where it dropped. I think you could hit it again, or just buy some now. Polkadot, Chainlink, VeChain. VeChain is also at a huge discount. Monero, good. Hedera, Hashgraph. Engine Coin, this dropped a lot. And DeFi Chain's an altcoin I'm invested in. Hoj Finance is a super YOLO-y play I'm invested in. But I would say these top ones are things I would look at. I like XMR, VeChain, HBAR I like, and ADA. ADA I like a lot too. Um, Tesla. Let's look at Tesla. Tesla, oh, that hurts, man. So more than 50% of my net worth is in Tesla. So I'm in a lot of pain, guys. I'm in a lot of pain. And I realize that the best way to cure your own pain is to try to help others. So hence this YouTube channel was born. Um, if I had not been trading so much or selling options, I'd be fine. The options are mainly what's killing me. Like the crypto stuff, like it doesn't matter. I put my money where I believe it'll grow long term, and then that's it. I don't I don't really lose sleep over it. But the options that I put on Tesla, that I definitely lose some sleep over. Pain is good. Yeah, if you've ever watched Dragon Ball Z, that's how you get stronger. Tesla is 60% of my portfolio. Yep. Me and you, Isaac, we're going through the same thing. We should we should go to your bar and just drink until we forget about what we hold. Overweight Tesla cub. Damn, that's right. I kind of want to show you guys my portfolio, but I also kind of want to keep some privacy. But I have a decent amount of Tesla, a very tangible amount of Tesla. Um, yeah, I'm down thousands and thousands of dollars right now, as of today. Over the week, I mean, over the month, oh my God, I can't even think about it. As bullish as I'm on in Bitcoin though, I'm more bullish on Tesla. If I had the cash, I would just buy more for sure. Like Tesla at this rate, it's like such a discount. I think people can do all like the calculations and financial modeling analysis they want, but there's so many like intangibles that I don't think they're really considering. Like Tesla's energy business, and how do you price FSD? Like it's hard. Granted, it's very hard, but they're just making so much stuff that has never been made before. So how do you accurately value that? And this is the things they're working on. I would say 90%, 95% of the population has no idea. And who's trading right now? Like, sure, there's institutional investors like making moves and stuff, but there's still a lot of retail investors, and a majority of retail investors, they they're not dumb. They just they're not going to have the time to look into these stocks as deeply as someone that either does this full time or someone that is in finance, or if they look into one company, they won't have time to look into multiple companies. And Tesla, you would need a lifetime to understand everything they're doing. So how can they know that they shouldn't be selling now if they've already doubled 3x or 4x their investment? And they hear from the news constantly like, oh, Tesla's this car company that's so overvalued, it's so overvalued. Obviously they're going to sell. I don't blame anyone for selling. It's just they just don't know. Am I concerned with Michael Burry trying to short Tesla? I respect Michael Burry. I I don't know if he has a good understanding of Tesla. You just have to make one right bet and become famous. Like he was super right about the housing crisis, but I'm sure he was wrong about a lot of other things. But you only need to be right once to like make a name. And it doesn't make sense like why if you were to short a stock, why would you short Tesla? Like do you think Tesla is in a worse position than I don't know, Best Buy or Ford? There's like a million other companies that like even if you think Tesla is overvalued, why are you betting against the future? Like how much is it really overvalued by? Does that make sense? He made a pretty good bet on the housing crisis. But what is he betting on Tesla? Like he's betting that in the short term it's overvalued, but in the long term he's still bullish on it. That doesn't make sense to me. I feel like he's trying to call attention to himself or make a point. And like granted he was kind of right. Maybe at $900 at that point in time it was like a little bit overvalued. But still, like why would you bet against the company that is probably gonna be the top number one market cap company in the world? Why wouldn't you? If you just wanted to make money, there are much like better bets in my opinion. And Tesla, like to buy puts and calls against it, whatever he's doing, like that's not cheap. Volatility for Tesla is high. So I'm sure he has like his own good reasons to bet against it, just like there's a lot of smart people that don't believe in Tesla. But there's almost like, I don't know, it's like it seems a little bit off to me. I think he has a lot to gain if he's right, and not much to lose, to be honest. So maybe that's the calculation. Like if he's right on Tesla, like dude, his funds are gonna explode. But if he's wrong, like I don't know how much flack he'd actually get. Exactly. So all of the news have been reporting that it's a $500 million bet, and that's totally inaccurate. That's just the value of like the amount of stocks he's betting against. His actual like cash that he put into this position could be $10 million or $100 million, but it's definitely not $534 million because he said it's long puts against 800,000 shares. 800,000. So that's how they calculated this 534 million. They did whatever $600 times 800 to get 534. But like a put could be 10 cents per share. It could be $100 per share. So how much was the bet? This is so misleading. It's so annoying. They everywhere it's reported 534 million, and people are, including me. The moment I read the headline, was like, "Oh shit!" He put 534 million dollars down to bet against Tesla. He did not put 534 million dollars down. For all we know, he put $1 million down. That's it. And the amount of shares it controls is 534 million dollars. And most people aren't going to understand options at all. Most, like 99.9% of people don't understand options. Probably 99.999% of people don't understand options. So this is the kind of stuff the news puts out, and it affects the stock price because people just completely misunderstand it. So yes, not knowing strikes or expiration dates makes this almost like a useless story. Because look, I'll bet against Tesla. I'll bet against $60,000 worth of Tesla, but that could just mean I bought a put, way out of the money, for $20, and then the news will report it as I bet $60,000 against Tesla. What the heck? It's like I never, for a majority of my adult life, I didn't realize how, I don't want to say biased the news is. I think they kind of try their best, but it's so misleading because they're incentivized by getting clicks. And the truth is often a lot more boring than the headline you could create. You could create a million headlines that are more interesting than the truth. So I could do one news story like car hits light pole because driver wasn't paying attention. But then the media will always spin it as car in super deadly crash, was autopilot on, was FSD involved, and it's like that's not even relevant. But they need to do what they need to do to get clicks. Um, it's so annoying. It never used to bother me, but when you're financially staked into a company, it's probably going to bother you. All right, let's see where we are. Okay, hey, look, what did I say? Support at 35,000. We're kind of alive again. Who bought the dip? Who bought the dip? Is this the only dip? Look at that. A nice little support. 37,000. That looks a lot better than 32,000, I think. Maybe that was it. Tesla is still down. Ethereum, we also have a little bounce. Everything. Look at that. All these cryptos right now, they all behave the same way. The moment Bitcoin bounces, everything else bounces as well. So I hope you guys did not panic sell. Oh, guys, yo, check this out. To whoever my 5 years are. Who knows? Who knows what this is? This is how you diversify, guys. This makes me so happy just holding it in my hands. So if you're not in the know, this is a base set unlimited Pokemon booster box. It's worth $20,000 to $30,000 right now. But this box is actually in really good condition. You can find other boxes on eBay. None of them will be in this good of a condition. But yeah, we are actually going to open this on stream. Not on my stream, on my buddy's stream who does Pokemon breaks. If you're interested, let me know. We are selling packs. At some point, we're going to open them. So there's only 32 packs we're selling out of this. And then me and a couple other friends were keeping a couple for ourselves. But yeah. man, that was scary. I shouldn't have picked it up. Man, my mouse stopped working. What's up with that? Just need to make sure it's okay. All right, guys, how are we doing? Let's look at the NASDAQ. Yes, I love. What am I typing in? Okay, we have a little bounce, guys. A little bounce. Here, you know what I can show you guys? I'll show you my Robinhood. Look at that. At its peak, I was at $25,000 in my Robinhood. It's been slashed in half. So Robinhood is where I put all my YOLO plays. You can see Riot. This was one of my largest holdings. My cost basis was, oh, it's actually a lot lower than this, but I sold puts. I was whatchamacallit, what's that thing? I forgot what the term is called. I sold calls and I sold puts on it and it got called away, but my cost basis was actually really low, like $7. I had some BTC here that I bought in at $20,000. So this had been really profitable. Now Bitcoin. I think we're calming down, guys. What do you guys think? I called it. I said there's support at 35,000. I mean, it was an easy call to make, but I think we're okay. Oh my gosh, but Tesla keeps dropping. I'm not okay. I'm not okay, guys. All right. I think the viewership is tapering off. Yeah, this is my first stream, and let me know what you guys want to see in future streams. This is a lot funner and a lot easier to do than actually making videos because I don't have to edit and I can just say how I feel off the cuff. I think I need to work on um, maybe not cursing and have more of a game plan. But for the most part, I think it went pretty well. Um, what else? What else? Let's see what's on CNN News. Yeah, everything's recovering. All right, I think that's it for now. I'm going to end the stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Let's see what the market is like tomorrow. You know what? I might. I'm just gonna do it again tomorrow. So if you're here, I'll do this again tomorrow, and just because it's fun. And